भारतीय छात्र संसद फाउंडेशन, एमआईटी स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट और एमआईटी विश्व शांति विश्वविद्यालय की संयुक्त पहल भारतीय छात्र संसद राजनीति में आने से पहले युवाओं को प्रशिक्षित से प्रेरित करने के उद्देश्य से आयोजित इस लोकतंत्र के त्योहार में पूरे देश से आए 12,000 से अधिक छात्र सहभागी हुए। विविध क्षेत्रों के जाने माने हस्तियों ने इस अवसर पर युवाओं का मार्गदर्शन किया।
मान्यवर अन्ना, विद्यार्थी अन्ना, नमस्कार. You all have already heard a lot from the eminent speakers behind me, panelists. So I won't take much of your time. I also take this opportunity to thank Mr. Rahul Karatji, Dr. Vishwanath Karatji for having given me this opportunity to speak about the Uniform Civil Code. Ladies and gentlemen, future leaders of our country, please hear me because I'm not here as a politician, I'm not here as a poet, but here I am as an advocate, and what I speak from my heart. So, and I speak the law. So what is the law? What is the Uniform Civil Code all about? Very well, the Uniform Civil Code means Samana Nagarika Samhita, or one nation, one law. We have public laws and personal laws in India. What is the public law? Public laws are those laws where we have a uniform criminal code. We are talking about the Uniform Civil Code. We also have a Uniform Criminal Code which covers the Code of Criminal Procedure, the Indian Penal Code, the Indian Evidence Act. Then we also have public laws saying about income tax laws. We have property laws and the corporate laws. When you came to this venue, all of you took the road, right? सब लोग यहाँ रोड से आए हैं और आप लोगों को रोड में आपको दिखा होगा ट्रैफिक सिग्नल. जब आप लोग ट्रैफिक सिग्नल पे झुक सकते हैं, स्टॉप कर सकते हैं, when you are governed by the traffic lights on the roads, why can't we be governed by a single uniform civil code? Please tell me. Thank you. And our Indian culture is such that we speak about Vasudeva Kutumbakam. So what does the Vasudeva Kutumbakam mean? It means one family, one personal law. एक family में इतने कानून क्यों? Why should a Hindu girl suffer and why should a Muslim girl suffer or a Parsi girl suffer? Why can't we have uniform divorce laws? We all, men and women, go through the same set of trauma when you are when you go to court for divorce. But you know, it is a mental trauma, it is a social stigma. सबको लगता है कि हमें क्यों इतने कष्ट उठाने पड़ते हैं. See, because at the end of the day, you need good lawyers also to represent you. So what happens? What happens is, the Hindu law says adultery is a ground for a Hindu girl, but there is no ground as adultery for a Muslim. Impotency is a ground for Hindu Muslims, but the Christian and Parsis do not get this right. They cannot dissolve their marriage on the basis of because of this lacking in their act. So what does the Uniform Civil Code do? The Uniform Civil Code, few sociologists like Milton Yinger define religion as a system of beliefs and practices by means of which a group of people struggle with the ultimate problems of human life. Whereas Immanuel Kant defined religion as the recognition of all our duties as divine commands. Personal laws are those laws which are governed by religious texts, scriptures, customs, traditions, and Muslims by the Sharia laws. And what is the notion behind this Uniform Civil Code? The notion behind the Uniform Civil Code is to uphold the concept of unity in diversity as a nation and for promoting integration, national integration, because the values cherished in our constitution aim at promoting equality, fraternity, and justice for all. Now, why has there been a need for a civil code right now? What is the need? And what is the thing behind it? So from 1975, this has been a bone of contention. So what is the necessity to have this law now? From 75 years, nobody has been able to implement it. The BJP government, right, from the past 8 years, have definitely abrogated Article 370, and they have brought the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. But why is it so difficult to implement the Uniform Civil Code? It is difficult to implement it because of the stubbornness of the mindsets. 75 years back also, the Muslim clerics, the Muslim fundamentalists did not allow it, and religious Hindu Orthodox leaders, they also didn't allow it. So actually speaking, nothing has changed in the mindsets of these people. From 1948 till now, what has changed? Why don't they change it? Why don't they say, see, we are humans. At the end of the day, we are brothers. We are not, born. I have not chosen my place of birth or caste or Hindus or Muslim or anything. So why should this tolerance level be instilled? Why doesn't India come as a tolerant, practice tolerance? See, the Constitution also welcomes India, people of all faith and religious sects, the right to freely profess, practice and propagate religion. But when such practices promote social discrimination, economic disadvantage, gender discrimination, and civil liabilities, that is when the need for a uniform civil code comes in. Let me tell you, when the Constitution was framed, there were only two genders, the male and the female. But now the Supreme Court has also recognized the third gender. So the UCC in this regard is a welcome ray of hope, as it does not differentiate between individuals on the ground of sex or sexual orientation or gender. It creates hopes for the LGBTQIA+ community. So don't you think it is time for a uniform civil code? All these differences should be resolved. We should come together as one. Let me tell you another thing. In fact, my learned panelists have already quoted Ambedkar. So let me quote the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. What did Mahatma Gandhi say? Mahatma Gandhi said the tenets of secularism would only get further strengthened by introducing a common civil code. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, I do not expect India of my dreams to develop into one religion, to be wholly Hindu or wholly Christian or wholly Muslim, but I want it to be wholly tolerant, with its religions working side by side. You practice your religion, you profess it freely, nobody is coming. But why is this Muslim and Hindu feel like this? They feel like this because their political vote bank will get dwindled. They don't want. They also follow the rule of the British, the loving policy of divide and rule. They don't want unity amongst them. They want the Hindus, Muslims, Parsis, Sikhs, compartmentalized. So what happens? So this tolerance level should grow. Please remember, we are all human beings at the end of the day. We need to live as a Vasudeva Kutumbakam. We need to practice harmony. See, it is not denied that personal laws have not tried their best to provide an easy way to custody and adoption. But let me tell you, Uniform Civil Code is still a proposal, and it is very controversial. But don't you think the vision seen 75 years ago should now become a reality? The time has come to unite India under one law, but it remains difficult because of misuse by religious forces, misinterpretations by politicians. Let me tell you, apart from Hindu Muslims, even the eastern states of India, that is Nagaland, Meghalaya, and Mizoram, have a problem. Why do they have a problem? They do not follow the mainstream laws. They follow laws which are peculiar laws according to their tradition and customs. So what happens then? They feel that if the Uniform Civil Code comes into place, the majority rule will suppress their minorities. They feel that it is a conspiracy and a threat to secularism, and they don't want this to be abolished. Our Prime Minister has always said, बेटी बचाओ, बेटी पढ़ाओ. लेकिन मैं उनसे दरख्वास्त करती हूँ कि बेटी को बढ़ाओ. It is not sending Kalpana Chawla or Sunita Williams on satellites to the moon. It is by giving equality to women on the ground. We should have religion neutral and gender neutral laws. And time has come. Time has come to build consensus, bring all experts from all faiths together, draw from the best of traditions, practices, and make them applicable for modern times, and unite them under one civil code. My future leaders, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Will you all promise me that you all will at least implement this Uniform Civil Code? I don't hear. Yes, that's the spirit. Thank you.